Maxis Reaver, originality. Tommy Falls, tells me a port posse.
I try to close my eyes,
Easy man.
but all I'm thinking of is you.
Yes, sexy man, you know the one.
Baby, only you.
Gino.
I cry my eyes out, baby,
Where are you, mate?
wondering what I have to do.
You're Ben. Dean, mate. Ginger, mate. No.
I look inside my heart,
Aha.
I know for sure this love is true.
Yeah. We're in the flavor right now, too. You're just to the beat. Go to the beat, let's go, yo. Come on. 1, 2, 3, go. Yeah, then, Encore Reaver. Yeah. One time now, one time in the rhythm of the sound. DJ Top for Wigan Town. Oh, right. Yeah, we blow. Turn the microphone, two bad boys, say work to the bone. Turn the mic and I'm coming down free. DJ Tom inside the venue. Turn the mic in the rhythm of the sound. Running in the mic on Whiskey Wild. Turn the microphone coming. DJ Tom to get you moving. Get you moving. Turn the mic now, get you moving. Moving. Not turn around. Turn the mic with the bad boy sound. Riffing in. On time, Mr. Hectic. Sicko. Yeah, what DJ? Respect, man. DJ Tom inside. Yo. Go back to the mic. Back to the mic all time. Yeah. Let's go take it. Real bad boy, time. DJ Tom, you're top for time. Lyrical bad boy, lyrical G. Somebody get me. Wicked. Yo, what's another mic for? Baseline kicking. Wicked. Wicked, man. All tight, Dave. Let's raise. You're Mr. Eve. Right on the Saturday night. Yes, man. Are you feeling massive? Where's the Maxis Mafia? You know that. Come on. Let me see your razor. Put the mic on a misbehavior. Put the mic on a coming on down. DJ cover that down. Put the mic on ripping in. Body kick to get you moving. Grab it and crew it. Put the mic one time. Go through it. Go back. Put the mic in the audience tag. Put the mic in the audience team. 1, 2, 3, yes, sir. Easy. Put them on now. Put them on the bar with the bit down. Put the ripping in. DJ time, you're right in it. Right in it. Right in it. Right in it. You're right in it. Right in it. Right in up again. Come on. Oh, Tommy Edwards and the Forbes. Yeah. LCL 4 crew. You know this. Just what to do now. Yeah, Trinity, Jordan, do it, Lancaster crew. You know this, man. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now we are looking at the first clip back in replay from playing out from the back, the Germany-Chile game. So I've frozen it on this point here And just to illustrate Chile's automatic response to whenever the ball is played back to the keeper, you see they have three wide players. Essentially, the middle player being the six that drops in at all times, the three being the furthest on the left-hand side, and the nearest side here being the four. Now, it doesn't really matter which player is in which position as long as they have these back three opening. You'll notice now the six is actually the three, and the six will come in from deep, and the two, who's actually acting as three, pushes on, and there you have it. All right, that's the six there, 3 and 4 behind, and this kid's watched too much Stoke, so he's gone long. So that's the first evident pattern that Chile has when playing out from the back. Let's take a look at the next clip. So here you have playing out clip number 2. And you see that all the Chile players have their back to goal. And now the 4 has picked up the ball and looking to play the player facing forward, which is the goalkeeper. You see the 6 is between the two banks there of two German players each. But what we notice again, and distinguishable, is the 3 and 4 opening wide and the 6 coming to play as the point, right, at the top of those three. And now they're in the process of working out a solution to play out effectively from the back, from the goalkeeper, and getting the 3 and 4 into a facing forward position, and if possible, the 6. So let's look in detail now at what steps they make to make this happen. Okay, so the ball's played back. 3's facing forward. Now look at the tight space 6 finds himself here. But as you notice, the 2 now is looking forward, and he does not have a clear ball to play the 7, who is just out of picture now. So let's look at the field and see what the 2 is thinking. The 2 is thinking, well, the 9 is covering his option to go to the goalkeeper. So if he goes back, there's going to be automatic pressure on him. So he plays to the 6. 6 now finds a 7, who plays a magic forward ball. Now, Arturo Vidal comes to pick up the ball. He's not facing forward. So his automatic response is to do what? Is to go back to play and find someone facing forward, or if he can get in a position to face forward. Look how tight it is. He has 4 players around him. Let's hope he can work out the solution. And here we have it. Comes out, doesn't want to play back, plays a player facing forward, and a great transference of play out to the left-hand side. And this ball here, guys, just illustrates a very smart ball to be played in early. As you see, and I'm sorry I haven't circled it off, but it's a 1v1 situation here. You have a double up of 2 Chile strikers up there, where the 9 and 10 are playing high. So essentially it's 1v1 here, exploiting, have pace, play the ball in, and he was very unlucky with the cross. So let's look at clip number 3 for playing out. And immediately, Chile are very quick in transition, win the ball effectively through the middle of the park. And they play the ball instinctively back to the first available player, being the central defender. Now, if you note at the top of the screen, the Chile number 3 has automatically queued and called for the play to go back immediately. The reason why he's done this is because the ball's been played back so quickly, you have 3 advancing players straight on the Chile defenders. So that alleviates the pressure straight away. Chile then go into shape, as you see, 3 and 4 wide. The 6 has come in and looked for the ball. And now you have the 4 trying to move from the first third now into the middle third by running into space. Okay, as you see, he's cleared the space here. Now he's trying to run into it. He's running forward, and he's played a ball into a dangerous area. You note the player receiving the ball's got his back to goal, so he plays back. Next player receives to play the player looking forward. Now, positional play by these players aren't expecting the ball to come back out there so quickly. However, the 4 plays a beautiful transference or a beautiful diagonal ball that transfers play from one side to the next, and they create a beautiful counter-attack. So clip 4 for playing out, and we have Chile with the ball again. Now we find a very interesting trend here with Chile, which is a great characteristic of a newly tactical, innovative sort of team. Okay, obviously the origins of Bielsa and so on. So now Chile are comfortable with going man for man at the back, and what I mean by this is, you note the 6 sees the ball getting played back, so he goes in an advanced position, knowing that the player in front of him will hopefully go and press the goalkeeper. So look, he's pushed on, and what we find now is we have 3v3. However, one of the players in the 3v3 for Chile is the goalkeeper. So you must ask yourself now, if that extra player's gone out, that will create an overload in either the middle third or the top third. And this is an evident trend that Chile try to push on. So you'll note the 6 is right in behind the 9 somewhere. Yep. And they try to create an overload. However, they get in a bit of a pickle. The player receiving the ball off the 4 is facing backwards, tries to turn into traffic, loses the ball, but as you'll see now, gets the lucky bounce out, and Chile go back to doing what they do best, moving forward, great diagonal ball, pushing the ball forward, and creating a quick counter attack, and losing the ball. Let's look at the next clip now. Sorry guys, we go from clip 4 to clip 6. Obviously I can't count, so we've missed one. So we've seen now a transference of play over from Chile again, who've won the ball, and they go from one side to the next. Now, note the positional play of Chile in this instance when they transfer the ball from one side to the next. See if you can spot where the 8 and 10 are, and if they're in effective positioning. I cannot see them in the picture between those 2 banks of German defenders. So that means to me, positionally, they're not quick enough when the ball comes back over this side. But the question is now whether Chile are patient enough to play the ball and move the ball to the person who can effectively get them out. So the ball gets played back, he's facing forward, and we see this penetrating ball to a player one-on-one, but the problem is he's got his back to goal. So even if he does win the ball here, who can he possibly play to get out? He might have to turn and play the 10, who is off his left side, or he has to run with the ball and come back in and look for a Chile player, and he's lost the ball in the dangerous position. This is not a patient build-up. It was a great transference of play, but because of the lack of positioning by the team in general, the play breaks down very, very easily. So now we have clip 7. Once again, Chile win the ball in transition. Quick pressure by the Germans forces back the Chile players back into their own half. And what we find here is we have perfect example of great positioning of both 3, 4 and 6. You'll see that the 3 has pushed wide facing forward, the 4 has pushed wide facing forward, and the 6 is also asymmetrically perfectly in between the German players here. Now, the goalkeeper must decide when he gets the ball back whether these 3 are the first option that he plays, and any of them, are they in the ideal position so that they can go forward, or is there someone in a better position to play forward and exploit? Let's see what his decision is. So plays a diagonal ball out now to the 2 who must have won Oz Lotto on Wednesday. It must have won $20 million. Gets a fortunate bounce, and now you'll see him take the ball down, beat the player, and Chile try and work and to counter-attack quickly. Gets out, plays a player who cannot turn forward, so then his decision now is how he's going to get out of here. Looks back, plays a player facing forward, but he's under immediate pressure, so he's forced to play a little rush ball wide. But another great example, right, of Chile's action to move forward. Quick. So now we get a clip 9. Unfortunately, we missed clip 8. There's Johnny Howard in the crowd. And we see Chile now do something uncharacteristic and go long. off the goalkeeper's goal kick. Now, the diagram suggests that we have three immediate German players as threat if we were to play out the ball quickly. However, we have circled here now 4 immediate players that can go straight to the goalkeeper and create a 5v3 overload. Now, we don't know how much pressure the Chileans were before this play. They maybe wanted to recuperate and have a rest. Maybe the defenders weren't in the mood for picking up the ball and they just wanted to take maybe some time off and to recuperate their breath. But this is clear evidence of moving away from their principles and effectively turning over the ball to a very, very good German side. You see the ball goes direct, they lose the ball, and now have to automatically defend, be quick in transition, and put immediate pressure. Now, to the Chileans' credit, they win the ball back, force the Germans to go long, and now they have the ball back again.